Hi, this is Divya, Assistant Professor, Biomedical Engineering Department in SNS College of Technology. In this video, we are going to see about the continuation of the previous video where we saw about the medical monitoring by using the wearable technologies. How does the medical monitoring takes place in the daily life and how the wearable devices helps with the patients. In this video, we are going to see about the clinical applications. What are the clinical applications incorporated by using the wearable devices and how the wearable devices has been developed. Okay, wearable sensors for health monitoring. What are the health parameters to be monitored? Is that temperature, heart rate and pulse, human motion, that is movement, respiratory rate, oxygen level, glucose level and a pH level. These are the vital parameters to be monitored in a daily life by using the wearable sensors for a patient. How does these parameters can be monitored and what type of the material does the wearable device is done by? Okay, the materials used is the silicone gel, polymers, natural materials. Okay, silicone gel, polymers and natural materials or the materials which is used to develop the wearable device. How does these materials are used to make the sensor fabrications? By using screen printing, inkjet printing and a 3D printing. By using screen printing, inkjet printing and 3D printing, these sensors can be fabricated. And with the help of NFC, ambient energy source and the power supply, these can be connected or by using NFCs, ambient energy sources, that is Bluetooth or something like that, the devices can be connected. The power supply will be given and by using Bluetooth or Wi-Fi, something like that, the devices can be connected with the patient and to the continuous monitoring of the patients that can be given to whether to the relatives of the patient or to the doctors as well. Okay, first is cardiovascular disease management. How does the cardiovascular disease management takes place? Continuous ECG and a blood pressure monitoring enables early detection of arterial fibrillation, myocardial infarction and hypertension. Okay, early detection of ECG, that is continuous ECG and pressure monitoring, both enables to identify the arterial fibrillation, myocardial infarction and hypertension, potentially saving thousands of lives annually through timely interventions. By analyzing these, we can save many people in a timely care. Okay, next is a diabetic control revolution. Continuous glucose sensor empowering patients with home-based monitoring reduces dangerous blood sugar fluctuations. We can nowadays patients they'll not be in a control of sugar, so the deep fluctuations of the blood sugar can be identified then and there, and the preventing long-term complications like neuropathy and retinopathy. Okay, neuropathy and retinopathy complications, that is long-term preventing by monitoring, then by the preventing of these two, neuropathy and retinopathy, can be prevented in a long term. Okay, by using these glucose diabetic control revolution. And next is neurological disorder tracking. Motion sensors and a brain activity monitoring provides objective data for Parkinson's, tumors progressions and leukemia conjugative declines. Okay, by using motion sensor and brain activity sensor, the Parkinson's tumor progression that can be identified and treated, and leukemia disease can also be leukemia patients can also be treated accordingly. COVID-19 As we all know that in recent times, the COVID-19 remote monitoring, this can also be done. The neck wore biosensor track respiratory. Okay, the neck wore, we have a device that can be worn in a neck, which tracks the respiratory rate, cough intensity and oxygen saturation. Okay, respiratory rate, cough intensity and oxygen saturation, reducing hospital strains by enabling early interventions for detecting the COVID-19. Okay. Next, involvement in wearable diagnostics. What are the involvements we do? Deep internal monitoring. Next, how does that wearable device develops is that breakthrough device now monitoring deep internal organs. Deep internal organs can also be monitored by using these wearable devices. Advanced ultrasound and electrical embedded tomography. Okay, advanced ultrasound and electrical embedded tomography transcending traditional surface level measurement. Okay, the ultrasound is to identify the inner to diagnose the inner issues, right? So by using this ultrasound, we'll have a wearable device which is used to analyze the inner issues of the body. Skin close sensors provides unprecedented insights into brain functions and eye health through sophisticated epi-organ measurement techniques. With using ultrasound and electrical tomographies, we can identify the inner issues of the body. And the skin close sensors, which is very close, which is very connected with the skin, and the eye health can be identified. The skin of the brain functions, by using the brain function, the skin health can be identified, and the eye health can also be identified. Implanted biosensors enables continuous internal monitoring with minimal invasives, bridging the gap between wearables and internal diagnostics. Okay, this implanting biosensors in a continuous internal monitoring with minimal invasives, where we will not be able to do all the surgeries and all those stuffs, with the minimal invasive system, the gaps between the wearables and the internal diagnostic can be bridged up. Okay. Next is the closed loop therapy system, continuous sensing, intelligent analysis, adaptive therapies. Okay, the future of personalized medicines. Continuous sensing, by using biosensors, the continuous sensing of the parameters can be done. Intelligent analysis, AI algorithms can be used to analyze different parameters of the body. And then adaptive therapies, we have different therapies, therapeutic devices automatically adjust treatments, delivering drugs or electrical simulations especially when needed. Therapy is immediately what precaution we needed, that can be done. Okay. And here, what are the challenges and the opportunities ahead? We have the data security and privacy that can be done, that should be done. User acceptance and ethics, and interdisciplinary innovations can also be incorporated. And AI advantages. In future, the wearable devices will be incorporated with the AI technologies also. And here we have different continuous monitoring systems, 24/7 we can continuously move on monitoring the patient. Personalized care can be done, non-invasive technologies can be has been developed, and AI powered insights can also be developed in the future. Okay, these are the mind map of the medical monitoring system, and here are the assessments which has been given for the students, and here are the few references. Thank you.